Why sports supporters? Well, we got the Unrivaled 101 basketball ratings, the 101 tournament basketball ratings in. And, wow.
In today's fast-changing world of women's basketball, there's nothing more exciting than seeing a shift in how people feel about and watch the game. With the competition heating up, the focus on star players and major events is at an all-time high. Our Sport Pulse is here to break down the latest ratings surge, one that's shocked the basketball community and sparked lively debates among fans. In this deep dive, we'll look at the eye-popping ratings from the recent tournament, the surprising absence of one of the league's most talked-about players, and what these changes could mean for the future of the sport. The heart of this story is a tournament that was meant to highlight individual skills. It promised fast-paced action, amazing plays, and a showcase of top talent. Hosted by our Sport Pulse, the event was designed as a bold experiment in basketball. The goal? Take away the team dynamics and let individual talent take center stage, and that's exactly what happened.
There's a real significant piece to these ratings that I think should raise a lot of eyebrows. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, all right?
The ratings for this tournament skyrocketed to levels no one saw coming, breaking all previous records. Fans from all over the country tuned in, eager to see a true showcase of basketball talent. These numbers weren't just a fluke, they marked a major turning point. For years, critics claimed that women's basketball couldn't hold the public's attention beyond a few big events. But this one-on-one tournament proved them wrong, showing that when the right stage is set and talent is allowed to shine, the audience response can be extraordinary. However, as exciting as the record-breaking viewership was, there was an unexpected twist: the absence of Angel Reese. She had been heavily promoted as the star player of the league, with many believing her presence could drive up viewership and completely change the game. Her missing from the tournament became a hot topic, sparking plenty of conversation. To understand the full impact, it's important to look at the expectations that had been built around her over time. Angel Reese was seen as a game-changer, someone whose influence on the court could captivate audiences and elevate the entire sport.
It was my understanding, the memo that I got, or the lecture that I got from the legacy sports media, and
on the day of the one-on-one showdown, Angel Reese made a strategic choice not to participate. Rather than the spectacle fans had anticipated with her on the court, they got a tournament without her, and it was her absence that triggered a dramatic shift in the ratings. Both critics and fans started comparing the viewership numbers of games featuring Angel Reese to those of this tournament, and the difference was striking. While Angel Reese's games, particularly in events hosted by our Sport Pulse, had traditionally attracted modest viewership, the one-on-one tournament, which showcased some of the league's lesser-known but highly skilled players, saw an explosion in popularity. The irony was hard to miss: the absence of the league's supposed star attraction ended up being the very thing that sparked a ratings surge no one expected.
Arts game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry, based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese. Stop it.
Let's take a closer look at the numbers to understand why this shift is so important. For a long time, the ratings during Angel Reese's games were modest, often falling short of the hype surrounding her. In contrast, when the one-on-one tournament took place without her, viewership soared to levels we hadn't seen before. The key to this change lies in the format of the tournament. Without the distractions of team dynamics or the overshadowing presence of a polarizing star, the event allowed fans to focus on the pure individual talent on display. The result? Record-breaking peak engagements, explosive social media buzz, and consistently high average viewership, markedly different from past trends. Fans weren't tuning in just to see Angel Reese's dramatic moves or controversial moments. They were now excited to watch a high-quality, competitive basketball contest where skill and intensity took center stage. This wasn't just a shift in numbers, it was a shift in what the audience truly wanted from women's basketball. Instead of a single player dominating the conversation with personality and drama, viewers were craving top-tier performances from a variety of players, turning the game into an unforgettable spectacle.
On TikTok, he's put together a shitload of Angel Reese clips, and it'll say Angel Reese part 36. And it goes, Angel Reese going up for another layup.
Let's compare this to players like Caitlin Clark, a rising star known for her incredible long-range shooting, sharp court vision, and overall offensive game that draws comparisons to NBA legends. Clark is the type of player who can dominate a game from the moment she steps on the court. With her lethal shooting and creative playmaking, she has the ability to shift the course of a game single-handedly. Her performances have not only captured fans' attention but have also redefined what it means to be an offensive powerhouse in women's basketball. When Clark, along with players like Kelsey Plum and Sabrina, participates in a head-to-head format, it becomes a showcase of pure basketball talent. Every move is celebrated, and every basket is met with cheers. This comparison lies at the heart of the ongoing debate. Are we seeing the decline of a hyped superstar, or is it just a shift in what fans truly value in the sport? Based on the skyrocketing ratings during the tournament, it seems that the audience now craves genuine competition and authentic displays of skill. The appeal of one star, at least for now, has been overshadowed by the collective brilliance of players eager to prove that women's basketball is evolving into a sport defined by fast-paced action and real-time athleticism. No discussion of these events would be complete without recognizing the impact of social media in shaping public perception.
Maybe that going into next year, some of the Me Tooism within the WNBA we wouldn't have to deal with. Oh my God, those ratings for that Indiana Fever.
The digital world has become the modern-day stage where every play, highlight, and controversial moment is analyzed and shared in real time. After the one-on-one tournament, platforms like TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram were flooded with clips, memes, and lively discussions dissecting every part of the event. One particularly viral trend was a montage of Angel Reese's past performances, edited with funny captions and commentary, which quickly racked up millions of views. These compilations, often titled things like Angel Reese Part 36 or Special Edition Layups, highlighted aspects of her play that many fans found entertaining but, frankly, underwhelming. In sharp contrast, the highlights from the one-on-one tournament showed players who weren't just scoring easily, they also exuded a quiet confidence and mastery of the game. The digital conversation became clear. While some players relied on theatrics and drama to stay in the spotlight, the real stars were those whose performances spoke for themselves, rooted in skill and dedication. Digital commentators and influencers also chimed in, suggesting that the focus wasn't just on Angel Reese's abilities, but reflected a bigger shift in women's basketball. Fans seemed to be moving away from personality-driven storylines and instead embracing pure athleticism and competitive spirit. The overwhelming support for the tournament's format and players highlighted a growing sentiment. Audiences no longer wanted to be entertained by manufactured controversies or exaggerated claims. They wanted to see genuine, high-quality basketball.
Oh, good. Well, what about Me Too? Oh my God, the WNBA. Nobody's been watching in the last 25 years, but we're watching now because of that one player. Well, what about?
Instead, fans are calling for a return to the fundamentals of the game, where every play showcases hard work, skill, and the relentless spirit of competition. For some, Angel Reese's decision to skip the one-on-one tournament was a strategic move, a calculated risk to avoid a situation where her weaknesses might be exposed to a wide, critical audience. In the high-pressure world of professional sports, where every move is under intense scrutiny, stepping away from such a significant event could be seen as a way to protect her brand image. However, by doing so, she may have unintentionally signaled a lack of confidence in her ability to compete on a level playing field, without the support of team dynamics or media hype. From a strategic standpoint, her choice was a double-edged sword. On one hand, it allowed her to avoid potential embarrassment and keep control over her story in a format that didn't play to her strengths. On the other hand, it cost her the chance to reassert her dominance on the court and silence her critics for good. But in the end, the numbers seem to have spoken for themselves. The ratings and fan reaction to the tournament suggest that the focus is shifting away from individual stars and toward the overall quality of the game.
It's because of Me Too. Now keep in mind, the lowest rated Unrivaled game I believe I've seen this year. In fact, I think it...
When the focus shifted from an overhyped superstar to a genuine contest of skills, the audience responded with overwhelming enthusiasm. This shift has prompted many to rethink how star power is measured and to question whether the qualities that truly engage fans have been misunderstood for so long.